Hello everyone. Here we discuss the next topic, that is called as the quality control standards of biofertilizers. That means how the biofertilizer or what qualities of biofertilizer should be there. Okay, so let us see one by one as we discuss already the definition of biofertilizer. Already we have to discuss the definition of biofertilizers. Then regarding quality of biofertilizer, then the quality management is very essential and must be performed continually to control the microbial products in favor of the customers. So if you give the quality to the customer, then our production and our demand is also increases. The guidelines used for evaluating the quality are limited to the density of available microorganisms and viability and preservation of guaranteed microorganisms. That means what? Whatever the guidelines which is used for the evaluating the quality of any microorganism, it will be mostly depends on the presence of viable cells or the count of that living cells in the bacterial suspension, and that means their viability. Then it is highly desirable that the biofertilizer manifests the major effect for quality management of the final biofertilizer product. The major effect are used as an indicator for the biofertilizer also. The effect are included as a guaranteed activities of biofertilizers. Then regarding the procedure of biofertilizer quality control, first we identify the strains guaranteed. That means what? Whatever the strains are identified, is there it is appropriate strain of that particular biofertilizer or bacteria will be there. You can check or identify on the basis of certain parameters like their size, their shape, then their effectivity, their color. On the basis of different parameters, we can first identify the strains of that particular biofertilizer or bacteria. Okay, so that identification process will be done the authority. Then that regular inspection for quality control is done by the authority under the acts. That means the regular inspection of that particular biofertilizer is done by the authority. So in that regular inspection, that authority check the presence of viable cells at certain intervals, and depending on that he make a one conclusion. Then he also check the density of the strains guaranteed, that is colony forming in it, that we already discussed, that is how much number of colonies is present at certain intervals, that will be check or assess. Then assessment of main activity as a null effect indicator of biofertilizers. We can do the assessment of that presence of living strains of that particular microorganisms. We can do that. Then evaluation of effect of target crops. Okay, so whatever the effect of that biofertilizer strain or bacterial strain when we apply directly to the field. So is there change in their growth rate? Is there change in their nutrient absorbing ability? Is there change in their yield, or is there increase or decrease in their yield? So all the effect of that particular biofertilizer is checked practically, and after fulfillment of that all the criteria, then the registration under the regulation or registration of particular biofertilizer is done. Okay, so this is procedure. The next regarding the quality control measure as per ISI specification, how the quality or what are the qualities in their biofertilizer is there. So first quality, since the biofertilizer contains living cells or live cells, so care should be taken during their transportation and storage. So during transportation and storage, if you maintain the cool environment, so that the viability of the cell maintain as it is. Second, they should kept in the cold place and not exposed to the sunlight. What are the quality standards? It should be kept in cold place, not exposed to the sunlight. So if you expose to the sunlight for more time, so viability of that strains of bacteria is decreased. Third one is biofertilizer for legume crops are crop specific. That means for the legume crop, for non-legume crop, for cereals. So for legume crop, specific biofertilizer is recommended. For non-legume or for cereal crop, specific biofertilizers are maintained. Next, biofertilizer when used under adverse soil condition, the appropriate remedial measures, that is limiting and use of gypsum, should be followed. Depending on the soil condition, we can do that. The next, biofertilizer should be or it must be carrier based. Carrier means what? The inert material which is used during the biofertilizer production. It may be a lignite powder or talc powder we can use. Okay, so that lignite powder or talc powder is used as a carrier in which we can add the liquid form of that inoculum of biofertilizers to make a powder. So it should be a carrier based. Then carrier material it's used should be in form of powder. So size of that carrier should be 75 to 100 micron size. It should be contain minimum 10 raised to 8 viable cells of microorganism per gram of carrier material on dry weight basis. That means if you take 1 gram of carrier material, so it should contain near about 10 raised to 8 power of cells of that viable microorganism. Then it should have, that is biofertilizer, it should have a minimum period of a 6 month of expiry of date of its manufacturer. So what after the production of biofertilizer, from the date of manufacture, that the viability of the viability of living cell should be maintained in biofertilizer up to 6 months. It should be free from any contamination or contaminant with other microorganism. That means that in that biofertilizer there is no any kind of other microorganism, otherwise it spoiled the culture. So pH of that biofertilizer should be range, or it is in the range between 6 to 7.5, that is neutral pH. It should induce desirable beneficial effects on all those crops or species or cultivar listed on the packets before the expiry date. That means if you use that biofertilizer before the expiry date, so it should give all the beneficial effects for all the crops which is mentioned on that packet of biofertilizers. It should be packed in 50 to 75 micron low density polyethylene. So size of that polythene sheet is 50 to 75 micron. So this is about the all quality standards of biofertilizers. One more quality standard it should be added. That means the whatever the packet which is used for the biofertilizer production, so that biofertilizer packet should be maintained with all the legal information like the date of manufacture, then the date of expiry, then the crop which is to be used for, that is for which crop that biofertilizer is used, then the quantity of that biofertilizer, then rate of use of biofertilizer, then address of manufacturer, then the ISI standard, it should be the ISI standard, the biofertilizer should be ISI mark. So all that parameters should be maintained on the packet of biofertilizers. So it is very important. So these all are the some quality standards and the quality standards of that biofertilizer according to ISI, Indian Standard Institutes. So if you have any difficulty regarding the quality control standards, so you can ask me. Thank you.